Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's another glorious morning in sunny Marbella, but today is a very special video, and that's because we're bringing you a new series, and today marks episode 1 of It's a Lifestyle. This is going to be a very special series. It's going to show you everything, the highs, the lows. It's going to show you how we build the brand from NewGen. It's going to show you how we build the personal brand of BenBray. It's going to show you client results. It's going to show you elite level physique development. It's going to show you my journey on becoming an anatomy specialist. It's going to show you my journey on becoming the best coach in the world. And you know, I'm saying that from the heart because I fucking mean all of it. You know, this channel is far more than just the name of BenBray. It's going to be all about NewGen, where we're going to take it, what the vision is. I'm going to take you along the journey of the Marbella photo shoot, the Dubai photo shoots and the events that we put on across the world. We're going to take you on client case studies, client journeys. We're going to give you advice on how to get in shape and how to stay in shape. I'm going to show you insights in terms of my journey, you know, both personally, professionally. And we kick off this week with an absolute banger. We're in Marbella for the first few days, then into UK. We've got client photo shoots, we've got client competitions, but most importantly, the highs and the lows. Let's keep it real. So stay tuned because I am so excited to bring this to you guys every single week. Value, lifestyle, entertainment, hard work, discipline, you name it, this series is going to have it. Sunday, meal 1. Breakfast time's a little bit later today because we stuffed our papers last night, as you'll have seen in last week's ep, with paella and steak. And then we did have the ice creams, and Claude got some cookies. Got some sick results to show you today from what you can do with food. When clients are lean, what you can actually do with food. So I'll eat this and I'll show you then. Now this is the importance of food. So as you can see with Sam here, this was a look before 2 high days, you know, flat, struggling to contract his midsection. This is the look after 2 high days. Still way more room to push and way more room to fill, but look at the difference in his arms, look at the difference in his midsection, his ability to be able to contract. You know, you can see on the left his arms are very flat and his midsection is. 2 days feeding, look at the detail come through the oblique and the arm. So this is the importance of, like, you can't push competitors to a point where you, like, you know, they're just flat and you're relying on peak week to bring them back to life. Like, Sam competes next Sunday. We plan 2 high days. We put a third one in, we increase fats to allow the carbs to stick a little bit more. And then we've ran even higher food today because, you know, this is looking like now it'll be more of a load, an early load for the show, you know, because he's just responding so superbly well to food now. Again, the same situation with Sam here now. The tissue he's got is there. So it's a case of, like, he's got a very sensitive midsection. We need to protect that. But it was still, you know, there was still more condition here that I knew he was losing a little bit of detail in here. He was flattening off. We brought the food in, look at that. You know, yes, of course, his midsection's holding a little bit here, but due to the food, look at the difference now in his arms. Yeah, look at that fucking fullness. Sam I'm going to be seeing this week as well. Again, he's 4 weeks out from his first show, 5 weeks from his second, so plenty of time there. This one is where, like, literally fresher, leaner and sharper. Cardio pulled, you know, here if you can see, like, if you know a physique and know how to look at a physique, arms are so flat, midsection still, you know, flat there. You can see that evidently that there's just so much more detail to come out of that midsection there. And then whang, 2 days of food, look at that. The vascularity, the fullness to his arms, the pop to his obliques, so much better. Look at it. And I show clients this, I'm like, I'll print screen it. I said, look at the details. Look at the difference, what that food's done. For somebody coming into peak week like Dilraj, this is so important, you know, to get out your own head. Again, his back's his probably best shot, but look, lower lats there, just non-existent. There you fucking go, you know. I'm going to see him this week. There's going to be some posing tweaks that we're going to make because he's still not opening this up. So we have an in-person Thursday to run through this. So again, this is the importance of food. We pulled him back to baseline today to wash it off, and then it's looking like a bit of a linear load coming in. So, you know, he's competing Sunday. He's one to watch in the WNBF for sure. I mean, look at this guy. He's a fucking complete freak. This is a natural bodybuilder. Absolute savage. You know, this is natural bodybuilding. It's heart. This is him with a pump on. You know, this is after 2 days of loading with a pump. You can see he's carrying fluid here in those lower abs, but look at this. Come to fucking life. So what I do in peak week for the boys as we come in now is I will literally send them a document which will have like, it's Sunday today, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whether they're on stage Saturday, they'll get a plan of what's happening from a fluid standpoint, sodium standpoint, natural diuresis, dietary standpoint, what days we're loading, where steps are at, what training's going to be like, and I send that over. So then I'll pin it to the chat. They'll then be like, right, I know exactly what I'm doing. But the most important thing is they check in every day with their photos, HD quality video, so I can see every detail. I get them running through posing because I can help them with that. And then that's the cortisol levels dropped. They know what they're doing every single day, subject to change. If they wake up flat, we need to, okay, more fluid, more carbs, let's load early, let's put some in this evening. This is coaching, this is coaching. You can never plan a peak week a week in advance, but what you can do is give them a strategy that can change based on their look, and it still allows them to come in and be like, right, okay, I know what's happening roughly. But, I'm flying back to UK to be on hand to see these boys in person. That's, for me, a lesson that I learned last year. I feel like as a coach, I took a step back from bodybuilding because, from me having such a pursuit of my own journey, I think I was like, oh God, bodybuilding, it was such a sensitive subject, even though I loved it. And I feel I didn't document my clients enough, what was going off in the background and the work that was getting in. So I think people looked at me and thought, is Ben a prep coach anymore? Does Ben actually put people on stage? You are going to fucking see that this year, believe me. It's personal. So yeah, these boys are going to clean up. Let's go. Can't believe how much free game I'm giving you here, but this is what we're here for. We all win. So this is kind of what I'll send over to a client on peak week. Nothing fancy, but just like his peak week plan. Everyday requirements, each morning fasted photos, each morning fasted HD quality video. Ensure both are sent over WhatsApp and Kahuna so we can compare. Each morning fasted scale weight, post-workout visuals, HD quality. And then we run through what we're doing on each day in terms of, fluid, output, whether there's any cardio, sodium, what we're going to be training. Free fucking game, boys. A little bit of a walk and talk. Look like someone's put a basin over my head. That's what happens when I run out of hair gel. NewGen tee, the little sleeveless one. I like these. But it is now 4:45, 7,000 steps, and I'm only just getting to train now and fill my own cup up. You will all know that I'm a big fan of morning training, but at the minute, with where the business is at, with clients getting on stage, clients, doing photo shoots, the Marbella prep, what I've kind of done is structured my morning around those. I'll always either read or study for the first hour, have my electrolyte, kind of come round, and now I'm into pretty much client fulfillment. So I'm making sure every photo shoot client, every competition client, and any client who's messaged me the night before, bearing in mind I don't log off WhatsApp typically till 9, has had an initial response, so they're all set, they're good to go. So, there'll be parts of your career as a coach where you can be, right, I'm going to train in the morning, I'm going to fill my own cup up, I'm going to look after myself, and I'll get on WhatsApp at maybe 8, 9. But at this point in my career now, it's a big part of the job, making sure, right, clients have had feedback, they're in a position where if they're having a little bit of a wobble, you're there for them. Look, mate, you look good, you're meant to feel like this into peak week X, Y, and Z. So for me, I like to go to the gym when I can focus, where I've got no noise mentally. So today that's just 5 o'clock, so it gets like that. 5 o'clock on a Sunday, we've done all client feedback, we've had a few catch-up calls with clients, we've onboarded some new faces to the team who've joined the movement, and we're just going to go and plaster legs now. So I've just had 4 rice cakes, banana, honey, some salt. It's the last thing that I want. I've already had 3 coffees today. I have had a Monster as well. I'm fully back on the Monsters. So off to oxygen. Let's get fucking legs minced. A little bit of a drive and a talk as well while I'm on the way to the gym. Where am I at with my training at the minute? This used to be a channel where I'd document bodybuilding preps or, whatever it would be, and it was very training specific, and now I feel like you don't really see much of that. And the reason for that is, it's so frustrating for me at the minute. I'm still doing my weights, as I've said, but I have to have a goal to work towards, and as you all know, that goal for the last 16-17 months has been high rocks. Obviously I did my half marathon, and since then I've been recovering from the stress fracture, 18 weeks without a run. So I'm hoping this Friday, when I'm back in the UK, Todd, my physio, who's been my physio for the last 5 years while I go back to UK, gives me some good news. I can actually get that off the ground, because I've not missed a session, I've not missed just like any of the Hyrox specific work, but at the same time it's like prepping for a bodybuilding show with no fucking show in the calendar or no tickets for the show. And it's like, you know, I've booked so many and not been able to do so many because of the injury, so I'm going to be very patient when I return back to running. But I am I'm big at the minute. I've been eating the food and I've packed some size on too much paella and too many Cruz Campos. So when I get back to the UK on Tuesday, I'm going to drop the hammer, as I've said, and just pull body composition into a good spot, and then hopefully start to build up the runs and make sure I'm fueling for those, because I do think the stress fracture did come from one, overloading running and doing too much too soon, but also definitely being too lean. So yeah, into legs today and a little bit of conditioning after. Still training hard, guys. You know, training for me is therapy. It's not an option. It's not, I'm not motivated to train. It's just discipline. You know, it's in the calendar. It gets done no matter what. It's a non-negotiable. That's how it should be. Monday morning, routine switched as I suggested. So 6 o'clock, just woke this morning. Done client check-ins. Of course, I've got a client on a shoot this weekend, and then I've got a few clients on stage. So just on weeks like this, I don't really stress about me as a priority or filling my own cup in the morning. I just make sure those clients are taken care of. So that's literally a good 45 minutes just walking around the island. I always get an Airbnb with a nice island so I can get my steps in. That is officially 3,200 steps taken care of this morning. We're going to make a coffee. Claudia's still asleep. So final full day here in Marbella now. And then we'll be travelling back tomorrow, which, to be honest, I don't want to sound ungrateful, but I'm buzzing. Can't wait to get back to the UK. And there's one reason only, and that is to see my little boy Crunchy. Still got a little bit of studying to do. I've done 2 seminars and then we're into client check-ins. I do have an upper body session today, but woke up this morning, I was like, fucking hell, I feel shit. Then I remembered, okay Ben, you did the Cybex hack squat yesterday, you did the hammer strength leg press, and you did single leg Smith squats. And I was like, whoa, not like me on a Monday morning, but yeah, final day taking this viewing. I'll never get bored of it. Unreal. But for now, coffee. See you in 2 weeks, Marbella. Over and out.
They will feel sad because I know we're back in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Get us back to little Crunchy boy. What have we got here? A very special guest to the channel. Oi. Who is this? Who is it? A big yawn for the YouTubers. I don't know what my dog's been doing, but he is doubled in size. Tell me that's not the cutest multi-poo ever, but we have a problem, son. You are meant to be 6 kg in order to get back to Dubai. I lift weights frequently. He is not 6 kg, is he, Claude? 8 kg. He's a weapon, man. Look at him. Let's show you how big he is. You ready for this? He's going on his first morning trot, aren't you? Oh God, I got up this morning. He was laid on the floor and I got in bed with him. Look at the size of him. Stop yawning. Look at that. God, he's a weapon. Oh, I've missed him. He's the cutest. Let's get you on that walk. Love you. Come on then. Off he goes, look. Oh, it's dog time. We've got 3 dogs this week. So we're literally sitting Claudia's mum's dogs. We've got Prince on the left. We've got Nala. We've got Crunch. Active week, innit, Club? But as my, there we go. As my mindset coach always says, be like water. I was up at 5 o'clock today, straight away, caught up with work yesterday when we got back, and literally into normal morning routine. If you read a book, 5 AM Club, Win Your Morning, Elevate Your Life, I believe it says in it. So I've actually started reading that again. I read that this morning, and then into client check-ins. We're going to head out for a walk, and then into meal 1, and then busy day of business. One skill that I've gained from being in Spain is I now drink espresso, but the reason for this is because of Claudia's mum's coffee machine. That is an absolute weapon. Literally, whatever this coffee is, espresso doppio, out of a Siemens machine. I don't think I'll ever go back to an espresso when I go back to Dubai. Plan of action, gonna try a new gym out today. It is now 1 o'clock, just waiting for meal 2. Gonna eat that and then head to that gym for 2 o'clock. We're gonna Infinity Club, which is an old friend's CrossFit Hyrox gym. So we're gonna get some big sessions in there, gonna join for the week. And then we've got the all important physio session that you'll be coming along with Todd for 2 hours on Friday. So will your boy get signed off or not? Dilraj is down tomorrow as well. So in-person check-in, it's all happening. Feels good to be all hands on deck. Back with the squad boys. What we saying, Nala? Tail goes the minute she wants a fuss. Crunch, not happy. Needs a haircut, looks homeless. Look at that. Welcome back to the UK, have a bit of that. Bangers back on. The weather, absolute shit show. Absolute banger. Listen to the drop on this. Absolute bangers on bangers. If you are not up for training, it's simple. Good playlist, heavy beats. Get me to the gym. Life is good. Have a bit of that, way. Thursday morning, we've got Dilraj in. So this is his fasted update. So he's on stage on Sunday. So he's coming down today to see me at the gym. So you'll see this currently now where it's like flat fasted. And then you're going to see it slightly pumped. What we're going to do today is we've started drilling peak max earlier on in the week, but we've just got what we typically define as like a loading day 0.5 on the 4th. So we're just going in with 200 protein, 400 carb, and then 61 fats, because what we saw last week is when we loaded him, he dropped off quite quick. So we just increased the fat so the carbs stick. And then we've got Tommy this morning where we've made the final adjustments to his food, I believe. When you actually train hard and you've got a lot of muscle mass, you can see today he's still eating 3,200 calories. He's 3 weeks out, protein, carbs, fats, look at that. So when you train hard, you know, you don't have to really kind of eat rabbit food. Rest day, 2,800. The high day that we ran was at 800 gram of carbs. This is his high day from last year. So we keep everything. We're tracking clients and we work with them longer term. You look at how his high days change because of, you know, his training intensity, but also the physique developments and the muscle mass he's got. High day this year was 800 carbs. So this was his check-in today. We're just going to pull in that waist a little bit more now. He's got PCA first. So you can see there's a little bit more to come off the back there that we want to taper in. But he's looking on the money. That waist is coming a lot these last couple of weeks. Tommy's down next week for 2 days in person as well. So attention to detail, you're going to see it all. You're going to see it all.
Get this bit where some people can get up into higher degrees of abduction in the shoulder.
Yeah, it is a little bit addictive, to be honest. It's quite, and that's why I feel I do feel a bit geek again. I'm like, no, I want to keep studying.
There's just not much room underneath that. But if I was to externally rotate from here, there's more space now.
Thursday, midday, back in S20. Dilraj in today, competing on Sunday, natural WMBF. Have a little look over him. We've just got a pump session going in today. We've started feeding him up early, so let's see what he's looking like. We just had a look at him flat, and then we're going to look at him at the end of the session with a pump on. So me and Dilraj have worked together for many years now. Started with a photo shoot, we're into a natural show now, then we're into Marbella. I've just looked at him flat with no pump on. He's special. Get ready for this update because we've got to feed him yet, we've got to dry him off. I am buzzing for Sunday to see him step on stage. Yeah, keep that tension on. Nice. So today the focus with training is deliver as much blood to the muscle as possible. Short rest periods, higher volume, less training to failure, 2 to 3 reps in reserve. But a lot of people back off too much. You know, if you're putting more food in, you need to use that food. So don't go into peak week now and completely back off. Just be smart. You don't want to accumulate too much fatigue. Still tight on the midsection, yeah, let's go. Remember what I said about the back shot? Show that detail, there you go. Look at that fucking detail, there you go. Yeah, we'll come back round. Yeah, remember what I said, top of that midsection. I want to see it, I want to see. Extend and then contract, that's better. Much better. Yeah, let's come back round. That's the money shot, yeah. You just mentioned something that's really important on a prep. I said to him, how do you feel at this point? He said, I don't even really know anymore. And that's so true on the prep. Yeah. How a lot of people, as you come into peak week, that's the importance sometimes having a coach in it.
Absolutely.
Like, let me make the decisions, let me look at you follow the plan, yeah?
Let me relax, let me just execute,
yeah.
And with the right coach, magic happens.
Yeah. How many weeks have you been together now?
Oh, you mean on this prep or overall?
Overall,
year and a half?
Year and a half, I thought it was about that.
Yeah, year and a half.
Not bad?
Not bad, not slowing down either.
Yeah, let's go. 5 o'clock, first thing I do, Give the kiss. Friday morning cuddle with my absolute boy. This is what I've missed. Friday morning, had the cuddle with Crunch, electrolytes down, and double espressos going in. Busy Friday. Usually what I do is Friday's a little bit slower, where I'll have meetings with the staff and meetings with the team. I'll do that, but I have a client who's on a photo shoot tomorrow, and then I have a few clients on stage this weekend. So for me as a coach, the way that I like to set my day up when I've got clients coming into such big events is like, just be up before them, and when they message you, just be on it. So like, that's kind of how it's looking at the minute, is like, yes, of course, as much as I love that morning routine and I protect it, I've done it, but then it's like, right, okay, I have to get up a little bit earlier to protect that, to make sure I'm there for the clients. 2 calls with 2 clients who are looking to join the team, one from Queensland, one from Perth. So that's a mission this year, is to like get into the Australian market a little bit more. I just think it's such a cool fucking place, especially Queensland. So, and then it's meetings with the staff, and then it's a big one today, physio with Todd. 2 hours assessment, deep tissue. Let's see if this weekend we can get back to running. Albeit, I think it'll be like a 2-minute run, 2-minute walk again, but hopefully there's no pain. So I'm going to sit, I'm going to enjoy my coffee, and I'm going to work for the next few hours and then get a little crunchy boy on a walk. The appointment I've been waiting for. Got a 2-hour physio session now with Todd, who's been my physio probably for the last like 5 years, 6 years. When I was bodybuilding, I'd go and see him every week. Absolute goat. I have spec'd a gym out up here. That's a really good high rocks gym, that. If I feel alright after, I'm going to get a session in. Fingers crossed I'll take you in with me, see what we get up to. That this is the end now of the injury, and I can get back to it. I can get some high rocks, some races booked, and send it and get a goal, because fucking hell, this has been a long 17 weeks, let me tell you that. Yeah.
Good. No pain?
No pain.
Good. That's a good sign.
How long? 10 seconds?
Yep. Perfect. Glue working,
Perfect.
ability working.
Yes. Now to get absolutely ruined in a deep tissue massage. Todd's got the strongest hands in the world. So, yeah, good news. Let's give this run a crack. Let's go. There we have it, sports fans. There we have it, your boy's back in the game. 17 weeks of being patient. 17 weeks of still doing this type of stuff. Chicken, broccoli, rice. 17 weeks on the bike. 17 weeks doing my high rocks training. 17 weeks in my weight. 17 weeks sticking to the diet. So that now I can slot back in nicely. Just been loosened off nice off Todd. Glutes, hamstrings, quads, calves, everything. He said don't run for a few more days. Let the legs recover. So I'm going to do a 10k tonight. I'm kidding. I'm going to let the legs recover, and then Monday we're going to go with a 5-minute walk, 2-minute run, 2-minute walk times 5. Give it a few more days, see how it feels, and then off we go. But all the tests passed. Chicken and rice is going down the hatchet. It's Friday. We're back on the monsters, full throttle. Caffeine intake's the highest it ever been. Life's fucking good, innit? About to head to a high rocks gym now and send it. So yeah, life's good, guys. But listen, I always say every setback is a setup for a comeback, and that is that. We're back in the game, baby. Friday, 5 o'clock. Good news from the physio. I was on a little bit of a high, so I thought, fuck it. 90 minutes, I've done 10 minutes bike, 10 minutes row, 10 minutes ski, 100 wall balls, just to a 90-minute cap, 1,300 calories. Go home now, cooking tea for my mum and my stepdad. Round off an amazing week. Stay tuned for the absolute banger that I cook up. You're going to see BenBray's cooking in these vlogs. So Friday night treat, courtesy of Claude. We've got, what are these, Claude? Chicken kebabs?
Souvlaki
Chicken
skewers.
souvlaki skewers. We've got some tender stem for me.
Greek
Some
salad.
potatoes, and then a Greek salad. Do you reckon, Prince? This is Crunch's new brother. Saturday morning. 6 a.m. I don't think I've took this jumper off all week. It is clean, but it's freezing in the UK, so I just put this one on and my Bray one on. Everybody's got those comfies that you just rotate, same with the trackies. But Sam Dilraj on stage tomorrow, and then we've got Levi's shoot this morning, so they've just all checked in. They've had their updates already, all looking good. Sam looks solid. More food going in today for Sam, even with him competing tomorrow, just a little bit more fats going in there, just to allow those carbs to stick. Little boys up, look. Captain, you're alright. Had a nice cuddle weave in fairness. But yeah, busy weekend. So we're on job today, to be honest, heading to Levi's shoot at about 8:30. Gonna crack on with some more check-ins this morning, and then we've got Kofi coming down from Lincoln for an in-person and an end of phase review, to be honest. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Kofi's a long-term client. He's been with me like fucking years, so I've not seen him. He's a client who's turned very good friend, so looking forward to linking up with him, and then we'll be on the road tomorrow early to head down to London. I have just heard the boys aren't going to be on stage till like 4 p.m, so I'll probably get up, do my 90 minutes cardio, get my steps in with a little man, catch up on some work, and then probably go down in the afternoon, to be honest. So that's the way we're going to run it. But yeah, this is the real week in the life. But I'm just on such a like positive mindset, because one, I'm doing something I love every morning, but two, I can run. Let's go. Morning, mate. So I've just issued the diet there into the app, and Salt the same. We don't need to fix something there. You're going to be on stage a little bit later across the course of tomorrow. Yeah, the look's marvellous, mate. Absolutely on the button, so well done. What you doing? You'd have never lived like this in Dubai, would you? You ready? It's actually mad that he'd have never experienced this, would he? Now look at him. Yeah, all air out. Breathe through your teeth harder. Reset there harder. Now put the point on your hips, so lean into your hips. Yeah, there. That's much better. See the difference? It's that little tweak there, better. Yeah, see, your abs are on now.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. This is the type of discipline I have my clients on. Look, what do you want after a photo shoot? Not a fucking burger. He wants, what do you want?
Sticky toffee pudding protein bar.
Discipline. Has it been prep so far? Good?
Oh, brother. It's been an absolute privilege. It's been hard, it's been tough, but the late nights, the early mornings, as Ben knows, it's all been worth it all day.
Big reverse now, innit?
Big reverse phase now.
Steak tonight, dessert, Indian, then back to it. Good lad.
12 of these to come.
Give him a taste test, what's it saying? In fact, I shouldn't be affiliating Perform, I'm not with him.
Do I have confirmation to eat this comp?
Yeah. He's been shooting for an hour now, get it down you. It's going to taste good
First
to
off
him.
plan in 12 weeks.
Go on then, get it down, hatch it. Any good? Is it good? Let me have a bite. I'll give you an honest review. Fucking fair play.
Hey.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Better than a chocolate bar, that. Just had a minute there driving to reflect on what Levi said after his shoot, and that's a real man there. Some really, really hard blows at such a young age, you know. Like 27 years old, in the shape of his life, mentally feels the best that he's ever felt. And, you know, only a few months ago, lost his mum, who he was incredibly close to. Only a few years ago, lost his dad, who he was incredibly close to, and it's people like that who motivate me every single day. And he might say I've changed his life, but that conversation there will stick with me for the rest of my life. Levi's doing it, you get up, Ben, you do it. Fucking hell, to have people like that on my roster. People said to me, how are you so disciplined, how are you so motivated, like, to do what you do, work as much as you do, because I've got absolute fucking animals like that to serve, you know, to serve, that's my job. He came to me with one mission 12 weeks ago, get in the best shape of his life, and we've done that today. Go and enjoy your fucking steak, my mate. Go and enjoy your Indian. Go and enjoy the time with your loved ones, and we get back to business on Monday. What a fucking man. Best job in the world, this. Best job in the world. There we fucking go, dig. They're the reps. Yep. Good. Control, lovely. Glutes are fucking good, mate. Mate, tricep, hit that shot again. Yeah, that's nice. See? Do you know what I mean? We're nearly there, team. 8:20 on a Saturday. I've just wrapped up Dilraj's diet for tomorrow, Sam's diet for tomorrow. The crackling in the background is, I'm going to show you.
Why do you always tapping it?
It is Claudia tapping into an Easter egg. This is how disciplined she is.
Ben,
Only just finishing your
do you
Easter
not-
eggs. That's amazing.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. I thought you were going to bring me down.
Absolutely incredible. Like, incredible.
Are you taking a minute?
Well done. I bet mine's still in that drawer.
This might be yours.
Yeah, I think that is mine. But this is a very different Saturday. I always preach balance, and I always say, look, like, Saturday's mine, Claudia and Cruncher's day. But sometimes, you know, you get in the trenches, and I'm all for it. So I've had a mint day with Cove, mint day with Levi landing his shoot. Started work at 5. You know, we're finishing at 8:20. Still got WhatsApps to clear and a few thousand steps and a final meal. Resist eating this fucking dairy milk that Claudia's absolutely munching in front of my face. And the boys keep calling Nola a boy. The boys are here, look. Princey, where are you, little man? Nala's here, look. First YouTube debut, my little G. Princey, what you saying? Got his first haircut on Monday, so in the UK. But yeah, hopefully from this series, Ep 1, it's a lifestyle, you can see that, you know, there's a lot goes on behind the scenes. We eat, sleep and breathe coaching. You know, that's why I'm a coach. And, you know, we're building a business, we're on a mission, me, the team, you know, my client. That's what it's about. I think people see NewGen as just one person. You know, there's me, there's Alex, there's Ryan, there's Finn. But on top of that, you know, there's Claudia working behind the scenes. There's the clients who get the results, you know. It's a fucking movement and it's a community. So I'll say what I said on the last video. I'll see you next week. But actually, I'll see you bright and early in the morning. Next week video is going to be a banger. We've got in-person check-ins again. We've got client shows. We've got trophies. We've got business. We've got first run back. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Remember to comment, like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.